maybe their sodium is low, their iron is so low, we'll do them because they can't even hardly move. They barely made it from the car into the office. We'll bring a pole and a bag into the exam room, turn off the lights and put them in there. So it's not like you just have to be out in the open at all times.
I'm glad you just brought that up, because I was going to say, speak to the fact of, like, I'm your primary care patient, and so you were able to look at my labs that I had previously to actually tell me what kind of bag I needed. Because sometimes when patients come in, they don't know what they need. They just know I'm not feeling well. I'm off a little bit. I don't know what it is that I need in my bag. But if you've been there previously and you had labs, then we're able to look at the labs and say, okay, this is the this is the supplement you're needing. So that worked to my benefit, and I was very happy about that. So actually, when I came in, my bag was already tailor-made for me.
Yes.
So that worked very well.
And a lot of things people don't understand is inflammation in the body. So I'll tell a patient, they'll say, oh, Karla, I drink water all the time, but their BUN will come back like a 7 or 8. And then I'll look at their allergy test and their CRP, which tells me about inflammation in the body, and it'll be high. And I'll go, now let me ask you something. If it rains in a desert, is it still a desert? Yes, it is. So sometimes with those people, in order to start really helping them to get the inflammation down, we have to do an IV. Because them drinking the water, it's not really going at a cellular level. We have to attack it from the other end for them to start absorbing it better. Well, a lot of times we have a lot of inflammation in our body from the things we eat because we just don't process them. But if nobody told you, you don't know. If you doing CrossFit and you like, okay, I get meal preps with chicken, but you didn't know that you really didn't break down chicken. In your mind, chicken is healthy. I'm not out here eating just fried chicken and all of this. I'm eating like grilled chicken and I'm portion size, but you still not understanding why you have all this inflammation in the body. Well, then we find out you don't process the chicken. All right, so you're not getting the full benefit of the water, of your supplements, of your nutrients that you're doing, and your workout. Yeah. You're not losing the weight the way you want to, or achieving that body type that you're working for. Because CrossFit is a mug, ain't it? Honey, I don't even know how you do it, honey. That's a whole other topic right there, honey. Just let me do some good old walking around the park. That's all I can do with these knees right now, unless I got my CBD on.
Yeah, it's no joke.
No. But then you notice when you do the infusion therapy and you start really being on top of what you put in the body, you get even more out of your workouts. And that's what I tell people. So that's why we do it in different sizes for the spa, because I'm never about getting everybody's money. Yes, you need money to make the business go round, but my business is people in healthcare and making them feel better. And sometimes I even have to use their insurance because it goes hand in hand with the diagnosis that I gave them on them getting a bag. So I was watching CBS the other day, and the patient, it was a husband and wife on there, and he was so upset about his bachelor party. And of course he had some alcohol poisoning. So what did the wife do? She took him to the ER. Well, his bill was like $15,000 for a saline, 1,000 cc bag of saline. And so what this healthcare provider came on and said, she's almost like an advocate, like what you was telling me that you do. She was an advocate and said, look, if that was the case, you could have just gave him Pedialyte to get him to when a place opened up to do infusion therapy. He was not passed out. He didn't understand what was going on. He just felt like crap. Yeah. And in that way, you don't have to spend all that money. And so we have people that are saying, I was going to go to the ER, and I know I have chronic pancreatitis, but I remember that you did this here, so we came here instead. Now, it's been on rare occasions that it was like, okay, look, I got to send you straight to the ER. But it's very rare that happens, because usually if the person pays attention to their body and get in enough time, we can fix it.
Well, that's why you have this platform, because people lack knowledge. So if you don't know, you're going to go straight to the ER. You're going to have a $15,000 bill because you don't understand the fact that there's something that can help you versus you spending all this money. So this platform is great because you're getting the information out, because patients don't know. They come in oftentimes and they come when it's too far instead of coming in the beginning when something starts to happen, because your body's always going to alert you.
But it will tell you something, honey. The Lord will tell you to sit it down. Yes. Something is wrong. And I always tell people, you have to be in tune. My husband is so in tune with his body, he knows when his blood pressure is going up. Yes. So he will sit it down. He's not going to argue with you. He like, let me just sit it on down and rest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we all need to do.
And that's the same thing even when you talk about inflammation. I've learned, I can tell when my body it has some inflammation going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I eat crackers, my body feels almost like it's blowing up. You know,
because you probably need a gluten-free diet.
Yeah. So so I can tell different things that I eat, you know, causes my body to respond in different ways. So yes, you're right. And that's one of the things too, I can't say it enough about Jarvis Family Medical, is that they do teach you how to know those signs and know your body. And you are very good about teaching as you give your service.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm hard here too.
Yes, she is.
And so, like 2 weeks ago, we had an event, a Black Friday sale, and on my lunch break, my staff would tell you, they came to the office and I was just head down. I was like, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. And they was like, let's get the bag for Karla. She needs one. And then you can slowly but surely see me pop up. And then I was on, ready to go. But again, all of us are busy women.
Yeah.
You do counseling, which she now has to help me in mine.
Yeah, I'll be calling.
Because it takes a village to raise Karla Jarvis.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody that knows me knows that. I'm very hard-headed and an Aries. And then Lucretia is coming on. She's not only my sensei. I call her and she's like, look, I need you to like sit down and stop. But also she's starting a radio show. And then that's next week. What?
Tune in. We're gonna talk about it.
And so what we're gonna talk about, Lucretia?
What's the name
You know
of
what?
the show?
I'm authentically true to you. That means everybody call in. Whatever you need to talk about, we're gonna talk about it.
So it's Let's Talk About It with
Let's
Lucretia.
talk about it with Lucretia. We come in, you know, we're going to talk about things that people want to talk about in the community that they feel like no one is listening. I'm listening, so call in, write in.
So you talking about if my man jumped over the moon, I'm going to call you. If my kids are acting a fool, it's
You're going to call me. You're going to call me.
Yeah, me and my friends are having issues with each other. Miss
We're gonna
Dana
talk
said
about
something. I told Miss Dana this morning she needs to be on your show because she came in talking about
She actually
communication.
is going to be on my show. She
Yes,
doesn't know that
honey.
yet, but she's going to be on my show.
Yeah, she's going to be back on my show. Because, honey, we got to talk about this communication because she came and broke down my whole family issues. Just standing in the corner about me and communications because I know my communication means I'm right, you wrong, be quiet. And she's like, Karla, it ain't going down like that.
So you know my husband's tuning in right now. He's probably like, now what's that about?
Our communication skills is just what she said today. Talk to your husband, talk to your kids. She made a great point about going to the school, and when the school call you and say, look, Johnny is acting up or whatever, you go, well, it's not always Johnny's acting up, but you have to know how to communicate with the people in your child's life in order to get the best for your child. The same thing with in healthcare. I am not the guru of all. So if I can't do it, I'm gonna get you to the right place. If it's psychiatry, all I can tell you to do is pray.
And that does work.
And it does work. Find out what
work.
medicines you can take,
But
and then I go ahead and
yes.
get you to the right people that can take care of
But
that.
that's
If
some
it's
other
that
things.
your heart is about to explode out your chest and you need surgery, I got cardiologists, I got oncologists, I have orthopedics, because I believe in this is a whole network.
Yes.
And when the old African verbiage goes, it takes a village to raise a child. We are all still kids.
Yes.
We just sometimes in adult bodies playing and thinking we know everything and we don't know a dang on thing.
And
So-
people need to understand that there is help out there for whatever. Anytime you need to talk to somebody, whether it's health care, whether it's your marriage, family crisis, anything that's going on, there is someone or some platform that you can reach out to and have that service done. So we're an advocate for people.
Right.
You know, we're advocates for people, and we're out here to let people know, you know, your health can be taken care of. You can be taken care of physically, mentally, not financially. Look,
Well, it can be financially.
but we're
Because
not
there's a lady on
taking
this,
care of
on Jones Media that comes on before me,
Yeah,
and she
she's
talks
gonna
about
talk
how
about
to
how
fix your
getting
credit and things like that. Because people think credit is not important. And yes, it
Credit
is.
is important. It is important.
Especially if you're gonna own a business, honey. Yes, it is important. But I mean, today was amazing because we wanted to show you all that these are 3 women that are waking up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and not going to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning. And we know we don't eat right. We know we may not communicate right. We know we're not listening to our bodies right. But when you get with others, then you all talk about it, and then that way you can encourage each other. When these ladies call me now, knowing that I said that I was going to establish some boundaries, but all my patients know I'll get them my cell phone number. And that's because I do believe in sometimes some things I can fix right then and there. And then some things the patient they have to come in. But y'all do gotta realize I do gotta go to sleep too sometime and my husband be mad. But This is all because I love what I do. So you all can reach me at Jarvis Family Medical Services. We're open Monday through Friday. Now, the holidays are coming up. So you all are saying, well, how are we going to get in, Karla? Remember, if you're a spa service like IV, you don't need an appointment. But this week is Thanksgiving. My son is coming home. I have to cook. I mean, I'm still doing all the cooking. I need my daughter's son to take over, so I go to their house. I'm tired of having to be stuck. So we only open Monday and Tuesday. Monday is our late day, 9 to 7. Tuesday is 9 to 5, and we're closed Wednesday. Open back up next Monday. And then for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and Martin Luther King holiday. So then, after that, we'll be back in full Monday through Friday. Our address is 912 Lily Creek Road, Suite 200 and 201. You come off
Blankenbaker.
Off of Blankenbaker.
Yes.
Off when you coming off Blankenbaker, you're looking for the big Southeast Christian
Behind
Church,
Zaxby's.
and we're behind Zaxby's and Honey Brothers. There's all kind of businesses back there, and then we also online www.jarvisfamilyMedicalServices.com. Our phone number is 502-822-3659. And a lot of people send me messages on Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter. I don't even know if it's really called the Twitter or if it's just Twitter. Okay. And then I ain't mastered this Snapchat or Snapback, whatever that one is. I haven't mastered that one yet. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to get there. The young people in the office will get me there. But we'll love for you all. If you have any questions, maybe you just want to be more of an advocate when you go to your own doctor's office, I do free consultations. I have people that just come in and do labs, just so they can know what foods can they eat, what medicines can they take, and they take that back to their healthcare providers. I don't charge for that. Now, if you want me to discuss it with you, now that's a different thing. Okay. But to just come in, we open the office up to that. So, Miss Dana, tell them what me and you've been trying to do for years.
So, first of all, I am not yet a licensed counselor, but that's coming. That's on its way.
But it's coming.
But what I can do and what I do is I'm a communication strategist, and so what I do as a profession is I am an instructor at the University of Louisville in the communication department. So I'm a faculty member. But I also have a business. Some of you may remember me from being on the radio, I See Clearly with Dana C, and so I still have that, and so what Karla's referring to is what I call EdCom Solution, Education and Communication. When we know better, we do better, and so I work with individuals, with families, to do some coaching and communication, but then also I have clients who have businesses, and I help them in the communication with their businesses, and then their family communication, and just relationships issues in general. What I was referring to with the schools is something that I go into the schools pretty frequently, and when I do work in the schools, these are some things that I see, and so it just disheartens me when I see parents come in wanting to advocate for their children and not doing it in the best way, and when teachers and counselors are trying to work and advocate for the same student and the communication is just not there. So I very much am committed to helping in that area, and so that's what we were talking about earlier.
So that's wonderful. So I'm sorry you all now, I got a little choked up.
Thank you for that.
Oh my goodness. I mean, my bag did work yesterday and it's working today, but these allergies, but these allergies of mine are just off the chain. But, so I want you all to stay tuned the next Sunday, Karla's Korner, every Sunday at 12:30 here on 106.3 and Kentucky Heart Media. But for this week, we are all done. If you want to get a bag in-house, and we're going to start going back out to the community. So if you need a bag in your home, you can also call us and get scheduled for that appointment also. I had to get some little bit more people because I just couldn't do everything myself. But I got wonderful staff.
Yes.
So you all have a wonderful and blessed day. I'll see you all next week. For now, bye from Karla's Korner.
Bye.
See you all.
Yeah.
If you love health and wellness, then she's got your message. You can get it from Karla.
Who did that, Karla? Who did your...
One night on Karla's Korner. Super Soul Saturday.
camera on that.
106.3 FM.
Now this is Dottie, you right up beside my Uncle Good morning, American Sunshine.
Are we done?